Attention passengers for Azul Brazilian flight 4350 from Sao Paulo to Rio de Janeiro. This is your gate attendant, William, speaking. We will begin the boarding process approximately in 8 minutes from now. The current local time is 6:02 p.m. Please have your boarding pass and identification ready for boarding. We kindly request passengers who require extra assistance and those traveling with small children to approach the gate first during the pre-boarding phase. We would like to remind everyone that this is a non-smoking flight. Once on board, please stow your carry-on luggage in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you. Our flight is scheduled to depart at 6:40 p.m. We value your time and aim to leave promptly. Thank you for choosing Azul Brazilian. We look forward to welcoming you on board.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our live stream here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Going to be just a second here as Microsoft finishes loading in. It's a little late here. We had to restart last minute. But we'll be live here in just a minute on the screen. Hope you guys are having a good weekend so far. We're flying the E-Jet today from Sao Paulo to Rio de Janeiro, as you heard in the pre-boarding announcements. Boarding here in about 5 minutes. Sim will be loaded in any second now. But we had to reload to update something last minute real quick, which is why we're still on the starting screen. But Captain USA, what's going on? Welcome aboard. Mr. Mark is here. What's going on, man? Just Aviation. Hello, Mr. Kenny. Welcome aboard, guys. Make sure you guys don't forget to smash down the thumbs up button. Again, we'll be loaded in here in just a few moments, as we're just waiting for Microsoft to finish loading into the airport. We got some tacos with us as well. Enjoying some tacos for our in-flight meal today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live in the sim now. We're finally loaded in. Live in Sao Paulo. We're going to get things ready, programmed, ready to go. We got boarding starting in just 3 minutes. 3 minutes. We'll begin boarding here. We'll go ahead and make sure we give our passengers another little pre-boarding announcement here as we get ready for boarding on our lovely E190 Azul Brazilian Airlines flight to Rio de Janeiro and back. Yeah, so gonna be a good flight. If you guys want to load up, we are going to be on Vatsim, which is the one thing I did not connect yet.
Azul Brazilian flight 4350 from Sao Paulo to Rio de Janeiro.
So let me get connected on Vatsim here, and we'll be ready to rock and roll.
We are scheduled to begin boarding in about 3 minutes from now. Please have your boarding pass and identification ready for inspection. We would appreciate if passengers requiring special assistance or with young children could come forward to board at this time.
Wait for Vatsim
Our
to
expected
load
departure
here.
time is 6:40
What's going on, Captain USA? Good to see you, man.
We kindly ask all passengers to make their way to the gate for a prompt departure. Thank you for
We
choosing
are
Azul Brazilian.
AZU
We look forward to welcoming you
4350.
on board.
We're in the E190. Alright, we're in the E190. That's good. Let me file my flight plan online. That's what we didn't do either, as we were restarting everything. But happy Saturday, folks. Hope you guys are doing well. Looks like we got a Goal Airlines next to us. I wonder who that could be. Alright, flight plan is filed. So we're good there. We actually do have ATC online right now too. We got ground and tower. Maybe approach. I'm not sure if that's approach or not. We got information echo though. Departing and arriving runway 17 right. 1016 is the altimeter. So that's good. So we are going to need to contact. We got looks like center online too. So we're going to need to contact ground tower. Maybe approach as well. So gonna make some good flights. We definitely have some planes on the ground. Is that all Vatsim over there? I don't know if that. I think that's all Vatsim over there. Holy smokes, we got a lot of aircraft on the ground. Is there some event going on I wasn't aware of? Maybe? Looks like we got Tower and Rio on as well. Interesting. Alright. Well, got us some planes on the ground. A lot of default liveries for some reason, but that's alright. Alright, boarding is going to begin here in less than 30 seconds. We need to get power to our aircraft for boarding to be able to begin. Alright, ground power connected. Nav light's already on. Logo light can come on. No smoking sign. Arm those. And we are now pretty much ready for boarding. Call GSX here. And we'll request boarding. And we'll go to boarding here as well. And our boarding announcement. We'll get our doors open there. Cool. All right, let's go to flight details and let's add in our flight here from SimBrief.
Attention passengers.
And we'll get that added there. That looks
families
good.
With small children
Check mark.
And Group
Cool.
1 passengers are now welcome to board Azul 4350. This flight is departing for Rio de Janeiro from Sao Paulo. As a reminder, Azul Brazilian offers a unique
right, cool. So we'll go to our departure page in here
Members
as
enjoy
well.
priority boarding,
Runway
extra legroom,
status
and
at
free in-flight
17
Wi-Fi.
right.
Thank you for choosing Azul
So we're
Brazilian.
planning for 17 right.
We
The
appreciate
conditions
your
are
cooperation
dry.
and prompt boarding.
And we'll load in the weather. That winds are at 16 knots or so. Interesting. Alright, let's calculate that. And we'll load in instant time there. Cool. That should be good. We're going to go ahead and send these numbers now to the McDo. So let our first officer get to work over there. While he's getting to work, we're probably going to try and contact ground and get our clearance. 121.95. 121.950. Throw that in there. And then the back of his tower, which is 12715. 127.150. Throw that in the back up. Cool. Alright, so that's all good there. Let me control something real quick here.
Attention, Group 2 passengers for Azul 4350. You may now begin boarding for your flight from Sao Paulo to Rio de Janeiro. Please proceed to the boarding gate. Thank you.
Alright, let me get my pen and paper. Definitely need that for this. Pen I was looking for or hoping for, but this should do. Good to see you guys. Oh, where's my better pen? Hold on.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joy.
There we go. Okay. This isn't a good pen, but this pen's a little broken. Oh, nope, nope. God damn it. Pen just exploded. Oh, pen exploded. Let's see if I can get my other pen over here.
São Paulo, boa tarde novamente, Igor 558, remota de 666, solicitador Mono 290.
Hang on one sec, guys. We'll get to chat here in just a moment. Sorry, I'm falling behind. All right, here we go. James, what's going on? Welcome aboard, Absalom. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm just going to get the sound fixed, or else I'm not going to be able to hear Vatsim. Ground Azul 4350, information echo requesting IFR to Rio.
Azul 4350, flight plan received, direct copy.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that for Azul 4350? You're coming in 3x5.
Azul 4350, flight plan IFR to Rio de Janeiro, Santos Dumont Airport. Flight level 350. Departure runway 17 right. The procedure for departure is Bayern 2 Alpha, transition mid, set squawk 363, no, sorry, it's squawk 3736, Azul 4350.
Alright, cleared Rio, flight plan route, flight level 350, departure 17 right, on the via 2 Alpha departure, Nibiru transition, squawk in 3736 for Azul 4350.
Azul 4350, read back is correct, call me when ready to push back and start up.
Alright, we'll call you for push, Azul 4350. Alright, we got our clearance. We have our...
Eagle 558, plano de voo recebido, aprovado, IFR para...
This guy's going to be hard to understand because his mic's like all echoey. Yo, Mr. Mark, what's going on? Are you one of the planes loaded up here?
Saída Bayern 2
A lot
Alpha,
of planes
transition Nibru, transição Nibru,
here in
transponder
Sao Paulo loaded up. All those
3765,
planes over there,
Eagle
Vatsim.
558.
We got a gold plane over there. No planes on that side though. Look at that city. There's a lot of buildings.
A saída Bayern 2 Alpha com transição Nibru, transponder 3765, a pista é 07 direita, Eagle 559.
No climb IVA World Tour. Nice.
Planejamento correto, chame para pushback e acionamento.
Vai chamar no pushback acionamento e o 559.
Oh, for great. We gotta open the rear left in this plane to start the boarding process. Then we can close it. Now my buzz's a little behind. Okay, so that's going good there. Radios are good there. Let's go ahead and we'll put in our routes. So we're going to Sierra, Bravo, Romeo, Juliet. And we are Azul, AZU, 4350.
Eagle 5536, muito boa tarde, prossiga, é solo Congonha.
And then we can send.
Congonhas, Ziga 5536 solicitou Santos Dumont instrumentos no nível 250. Ziga 5536, plano de voo recebido. Está pronto, copy? Pronto, copy, 5536.
Let's apply the active, so put our flight plan in. That looks good. Flight plan is in, that all looks good. We'll go to the other side now, and let's put in... Get that turned on. In fact, I'm just going to put in Unicom while we're waiting here. There we go. Alright, that's in and good. Let's put in our squawk before we get 3736. We'll put that in. Cool. Alright, let's go back to performance init page. And we're going to flight level 350. Our cruise winds are going to be 340 at 91, 340 at 91. We'll put that in there. Our zero fuel weight should be good. Actually, it's not for some reason. What about our fuel? Our fuel is good. Our zero fuel weight, though, should be 81,452. 81,452. Hopefully that loaded in correctly. Okay, we'll take it. We'll leave it. Well, let me just see if that does anything. Okay, we'll leave it there. Scenery is nice. Yeah, this is alright. See, this is freeware scenery for Sao Paulo. The terminals and stuff aren't the best. The surrounding scenery is pretty good, ortho. But where we're going to, Rio, is really good scenery. Alright, so that's in. That looks good. Cool. We'll go to this page here. Let's go to... all that we'll leave for now, because now we're going to put in our departures. So yeah, let's go departure here first. Runway 17 right. On the BA2 Alpha, Nibru transition, and we can apply that. I think that looks good. Let's go to arrival into Rio. Rio, Mr. Patrick, what's going on? Ain't SBSP the place where you crashed on approach? No, that's Rio, where we're going to. Where we're going to, but that's not going to happen today, Patrick. All right. No need to open up old wounds, sir. No need to open up old wounds. Okay, so Rio, we're planning right now. It looks like 20 left. Is that what I want? No, I want, yeah, 20 left is the long runway. So Rio right now landing 20 left, so we'll put that in here. Runway 20 left. And what approach do we want? That's a good question. So we're coming in this approach here. Which takes us all around the backside. So we're going to be coming around the other side. So we're going to want, let's see, visual, no. Where are we at? 20 left, here we go. RMP Foxtrot. We don't want that one because that's coming from the opposite direction. Visual prescribed track. No, RMP Mike. Nope, I don't want Mike. Visual Mike. No. Which one is coming from the other direction? So many different approaches in here. Looks like we might want RNAV Golf, maybe? Maybe Victor? Uniform. No. Yankee? Actually, we might want Yankee flying right over the airport, maybe. How's that look on the arrival fix? See, it's coming in from the other direction because we're coming in from over there. Okay, so we don't want that. I don't want that. Oh, this might be the one here that we want. We want... Okay, yeah, we want this one. We want Victor. So we'll go... We'll go RMP Victor for 2 left. RNAV uniform, and... Here's Victor, RNAV Victor. Yes, and we'll be on the... Which approach here? Boarding is just about being completed, and we'll be ready to go here shortly. Where is our Zemp? What's going on? Good to see you, man. If you guys just joined us, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. We were just getting ready to get out of here. It's only a 48-minute flight to Rio, and then about the same on the way back. So not too long of flights today, so you're not going to miss out. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah. ASA 1 Charlie. There it is. And that'll be from Kevin. And we'll apply that. That looks good. Let's go to our Perfinite page again. And we'll go to takeoff page. Our runway heading for departure on 17 right is 169. So let's put 169 in there. Oh, got something in my eye. Alright. So 169 is good. Winds on the ground. That was 150 at 10 currently. 150 at 10 is what I'm showing. And we'll put that in there. Cool. Runway conditions are dry. Go to the next page here. Flaps 2 for departure. That looks good. Go to the takeoff page. Let's see what this gave us for speeds. It wants us 128, 143, and 123, 128, and 143. 123, 123, 128, and 143, I think is what it said on the tablet there. Yeah, that looks about right. Cool, and there is 9.9 or 9.8. Trim is going to be 2.6. 2.6. Let's go this way. There we go. 2.6 on the trim. Cool. That looks good. With that, we are pretty much ready to rock and roll. We'll go and get this onto the radio page here. And we'll get ground back in here. Oh, no, they went up. No, grounds are still online. Okay. Tower went offline. 121.95. How do I switch that again? There we go. 121.95. We'll call up GSX and get our pushback. Actually, you know what? I gotta start the APU before I even do that because I'm gonna ask to disconnect ground power. Right, APU to the on position. We'll get this fired up and be ready to rock and roll. Listen to that APU scream. It's gonna be loud. This is just from the side too, we're not even right behind it. Alright, APU is good. That's coming off. Now let's call our tug. Resting pushback. GPU and wheel chocks can go away. We'll get our things walking with Charlie. Ground Azul 4350. Information echo ready for push and start.
Azul 4350, pushback and startup approved, tail to the left. Call me when ready to taxi for 350.
Was pushback approved, and you said we're expecting 17 left?
Yeah, the runway is 17 right, for 350. Tail to the left, for 350.
Roger that. Tail left, 17 right. Pushback approved is 4350. Alright, we've been approved. It's hard to understand what you're saying. Alright, beacon's on, seatbelt sign is on.
Eagle 5518, táxi autorizado via Yankee. O senhor tem condições de passar ao lado do 5536, né, da outra aeronave da companhia, deve ter espaço. Táxi via Yankee, Mike, até o ponto de espera da 17 direita, PNH 1016, 55...
Flight director.
18.
That's good.
Direita, tem condições de passar ao lado da aeronave à frente. Vai reportar no ponto de espera da 17 direita, o ISO 559.
That's weird. Yeah, it's been so ashamed to be working. That's right, I won't do that. It's going to be nose to the right here.
Eagle 5504, pronto, pushback,
Eagle 5504, após a passagem do tráfego aí da companhia na sua retaguarda, autorizado puxar e acionar com tal da direita. Chame pronto para o táxi.
Após passagem da aeronave da companhia, autorizado puxar e acionar com tal da direita, 5504, chamaram para o táxi.
Congonha 5536 para o táxi. 5536, temos uma aeronave taxiando na Yankee. Após a passagem da aeronave, autorizado táxi na retaguarda via Mike até o ponto de espera da 17.
Diamond Mike Boston, what's going on, man? Just in time for pushback. We're pushing back here a little bit early. And good go. Oh, let's lock our door. Don't want no one coming in. Commencing push, all engines are clear.
Azul 4350, did you copy Congonha ground?
Go for Azul 453, we didn't get any transmission.
Yeah, you can, you clear to push back, but restricted to November taxiway for 350.
Alright, pushback restricted to November for Zulu 533, pushing back now. Alright, we're clear to start our engines. Start engine number 2.
Pessoal, eu vou desconectar minutinho aqui, eu tô como ground aqui. E o Rafael saiu aí da torre, eu vou me conectar como torre ali pra liberar vocês, tá bom?
Ok, obrigado.
Positivo, obrigado. Azul 4350, I'm going to connect S tower now. You can change frequency to 127.150, please. Azul 4350.
Alright, over to tower, Azul 4350. 127.150 will be for us. We'll set our parking brake. It's a good thing GSX pushed us back onto the right taxiway because we would have pushed right into them. Cool. That's going good there. We'll go over to tower. You said 127, I think 150. Pretty sure that's what he said. Yep. Alright, good start on 2. Let's fire up engine number 1. Mr. Scott, good afternoon. What's going on, Scott? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday so far. It is Saturday, right? We got some tacos to eat once we're in the air. It's been a week. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Alright, we'll get flaps 2 set here.
Eagle 5504, prossiga Torre Congonhas.
Torre Congonhas 5504, fazendo táxi para o site direito.
Eagle 5504, táxi autorizado via Yankee Mike até a ponto de espera da 17 direita. PNH 1016.
PNH 1016, a partir via Yankee Mike ao ponto de espera no 17 direita, do 5504.
Certo, 5504, só tome cuidado, temos outras aeronaves.
Alright, we have 2 good engine starts here. APU can come off.
Tá, sentido tráfego 5504.
Estou em São Paulo, Eagle 5508, pronto, ponto de espera 17 direita.
Eagle 5508, vento 170 graus com 10 nós, PNH 10 no meio, decolagem autorizada no 7 direita.
Decolagem autorizada no 7 direita, o Eagle 5509.
No takeoff. Brake.
Let's get our brake set. Tower Azul 435, ready for taxi, 17 right.
Azul 4350, taxi via November, Mike, holding point Echo, runway 17 right, UNA 1016.
November Mike, holding point Echo 17 right, Azul 4350. Alright, we got our holding point. Brake is coming off.
Takeoff okay.
Takeoff is okay. Alright, taxi lights are on. What's going on? Let's do it. Let's get it on at it. Sao Paulo and get to Rio de Janeiro.
Azul 4350, there is another aircraft by your side. Keep an eye on the track, please, 4350.
We'll watch for the traffic for 350.
5504 está com visual do tráfego do line.
Eagle 5504, certo? Prossiga o táxi com cuidado aí na retaguarda do Azul 4350, por gentileza, 5504.
How's the plane? So far so good. They did have an update just recently that we updated this morning, so we'll see how well it's improved.
Eagle 5518, decolado.
But, I mean, I still enjoy flying this thing.
Monitore na Unicom 122,8, ótimo voo.
We are in a race.
Santos Dumont, abraço, bom fim de semana.
122,8, navigatura frente, controle, uma boa noite.
We are in a race with the plane next to us.
Abraço.
ATC's kind of loud.
Eagle 5536, alinha e mantém no 7 direita.
Well, for me, it's kind of hard to hear ATC.
Oi, São Paulo, mais uma vez, boa tarde. Eagle 4540, solicito instrumento para Vitória nível 290.
Eagle 440, plano de voo recebido e FR para Vitória no nível 290.
Looks like he's gonna let us go.
Conteúdo no 7 direita. Saída Baia 2 Alfa, transição Urene.
I mean, it could have been a little loud. Just for me, the way his mic sounds is just hard to hear. I did have him turned up a little bit.
No 7 direita, saída Baia 2 Alfa, Urene, a transição 37 no 7, transponder Eagle 440.
Eagle 440, cotejamento correto, chame para pushback e acionamento.
Vai ser uma pushback e acionamento.
Yeah, his mic's coming in like all echoey, like he's a...
Eagle 5536, vento 170 graus com 10 nós, QNH 10 no meio, decolagem autorizada no 7 direita.
Decolagem autorizada 5536.
Azul 4350, behind the traffic, line up and wait, runway 17 right.
Behind the boarding traffic line, runway 17 right, Azul 453. Alright, they're departing. We can line up and wait.
Paulo, Eagle 440, vamos para o pushback acionamento aqui na posição número 1.
Eagle 440, pushback acionamento autorizado com cauda à esquerda, chame pronto para o táxi.
Cliente autorizado, pushback acionamento cauda à esquerda, vai passar táxi 440.
Eagle 5536, infelizmente não temos mais controle aqui em São Paulo. Monitore Unicom 122,8, tem um ótimo voo até Santos Dumont, Rio de Janeiro. Um abração, bom fim de semana, Diogo. Até mais.
Graças pela coordenação, Sérgio. Até a próxima. Boa tarde. Valeu. Bom fim de semana.
Boa tarde, bom fim de semana.
We are ready to go. I hope that's not still on the thing.
Eagle 5504, temos uma aeronave alinhada no set direito, e após a decolagem alinhe e mantém. 5504.
Após a decolagem do Azul, à frente, vai em mantém 5504.
Yep, get ready to spam them toga emojis.
Azul 4350, wind 170 degrees, 10 knots, QNH 1016, clear for takeoff, runway 17 right.
17 right, clear for takeoff, Azul 4350. Alright guys, here we go. Spam them toga emojis. And send it.
Azul 4350, we don't have control ahead. Monitor Unicom 122.8, have a good flight, Michael, see you, bye bye.
Over to Unicom, thanks for the ATC, have a wonderful night, Azul 4350.
Thank you, have a good weekend.
Alright, looking good, speed's going to go up to 230 now.
Eagle 5504, mais minutinho para a separação por gentileza.
City down there. Look at that city in the clouds. Mr. Mike Jones! Yo, what's going on, man? Just a beautiful departure out of Sao Paulo. We are on our way to Rio. Looks like I lost some weight, and I have been losing weight. I have been losing weight.
Eagle 5504, escuta
that is the plan, anyways, what we're trying to do. I am happy to report that I am under 300, probably for the first time in like 6 years. Well on our way to our goal of about 240, 250-ish.
Tem que seguir agora as instalações meteorológicas reguladas da 17 direita,
Yep, we just hit past that goal, so I'm treating myself with some tacos today. So I have some tacos next to me. Treat myself to some tacos. We're above 10,000 here. Let's go to our climb speed now. 280.
Eco até quando espera da 17 direita, PNH 1016.
Centro dos ataques via November Echo, ponto zero da 17 direita.
280, and of course over to Unicom 122.80. Beautiful departure. You know what you can do. Appreciate it, Scott. Yeah, that's our goal. Like I said, we're trying to get to that by the expo or slightly after the expo. This is what I'm really pushing for because, like I said, I want to start flight training and we got to be healthy, fit, right shape. We do all that. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a great Saturday. We might do an after dark tonight. I want to do something on an after dark maybe. I don't know. Today's going to be like a lazy day. We're just going to be playing video games all day for the most part. So after this stream, we may have an after dark sometime later doing something else. I don't know what we want to even do after stream, to be honest. Yeah. Not sure what we want to do as an after dark yet. You know, we could do some farming, we could do something, I don't know. I should do trucking Thursday like trucking Tuesday. Well, Thursday's an off day though, so I can't do that every week. We gotta have some days off. We can't stream every day. I wish I could stream every day, but if we didn't have a full-time job, then we could stream every day. But gotta have some off time to have stream stuff prepared and update stuff and plan stuff out. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes you guys don't see that happens when it comes to figuring out flights, updating software, hardware, scenery, installing stuff, buying stuff, keeping track of what's coming out. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes to get ready for these streams that obviously, you know, most don't see. You guys just see when I push the go live button and when we're actually flying and trucking or whatever we're doing, but yeah, a lot of stuff done behind the scenes to keep things rolling and looking good and organized. And Scott sees everything, the all-seeing eye. But yeah, no, those 2 days are taken either we stay late at work and get caught up on work stuff, because obviously we don't stay late the other days during the week when we're streaming. So sometimes we're staying late at work. Other days we're just resting, sleeping, doing our other stuff we gotta do in life. Chores around the house, washing clothes, Going to the grocery store. But, you know, you are looking good there. Oh, didn't mean to move that. Get the seatbelt sign off for now. Go outside here. She's a beauty. So, like I said, if you guys don't mind flying without VNAV, I think this plane's really fun to fly. And I know Captain Canada doesn't approve, but, you know, it's not that expensive. I think it's got great promise. They are regularly updating it all the time. You know, the FMC may not be super custom, but it seems to still work fine. We're still able to do what we need to do. But I think it's still fun to fly. It gives you opportunity to fly into some smaller airports. Oscar, what's going on, man? Try to join down the return link? Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Hopefully we don't die on the leg into Rio, but yeah. So this approach will definitely be one of those approaches that if something is wrong, we will pull the go-around cord. There is no messing around on this runway. That is only how long is this runway? Only 4,300 feet on this runway. So yeah, there's no messing around. No sir, got to get her down on the numbers. Now this plane does stop really well, but I mean, I get why Cap doesn't why he doesn't like it. I mean, you know, it's all about his brand. He you know, you shouldn't have to. I mean, when you're paying for an aircraft, I don't like the whole early beta, early alpha thing. You know, technically this plane is still alpha. It's not even beta yet, but I think it flies really good for being an alpha. Like, I don't really get any issues with the plane other than just there's not a custom FMC and VNAV, but the autopilot seems to work just fine. So I don't know. Like, it's definitely not a finished product, but it's fun to fly. You know, it's flyable without any major issues. But I get why he, you know, doesn't support and everything, just from his brand and stuff on the channel. Like, he wants, you know, pay where aircraft need to be high fidelity and blah, blah, blah. Like, I get it. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, this is a new developer, brand new developer, right? Just starting out. You know, you got to start somewhere, right? So, I mean, everyone can have, you know, their opinion, and, you know, Cap, me and Cap are friends. We like each other. Like, me and Cap don't really disagree on a lot of things, I would say, but like this plane, the Latin VFR, A321, A319, you know, I get, again, why he doesn't like to fly with the mods. You know, payware planes should not have to be modded when you're paying for them. But, you know, luckily we do have great people in the community like Horizon Simulations that is willing to do these freeware mods to make planes really, really good. I think with the mod, the Latin VFR A321, A319 is on the same level as the Tolus on how it flies, to my opinion. So if you guys like Tollus and think Tollus is a good developer and from X-Plane, I think their Airbus is right on par with Tollus. If not, even slightly more enjoyable. Yeah, so I don't mind flying those planes as long as they fly good. Like, I don't mind flying with the mods, like, I get it. But at the same time, I can't make an aircraft, so I can't be picky. If I want to fly some different aircraft, like, I'm not going to fly 2 planes forever. Like, we're going to mix it up. There's plenty of options now to mix up that are, you know, rather flyable, so. My birthday party and the cake is a Southwest cake. Nice. Happy birthday, Just Aviation. Happy birthday. So, but yeah, I don't mind it. Like I said, I find it enjoyable. If I like flying it and find it enjoyable, and it flies, you know, close to what an aircraft should fly with, then I don't have any issues. Now, did I have issues with that in VFR when it first came out? Yes. I got it to showcase for everyone. Obviously, just as a streamer, I think it's my job to bite those bullets, even if the planes are bad, to show you guys so you don't have to buy it to find out it's bad. And I thought it was bad at first because it killed us. It didn't work. Same with Captain Sim. Like, I gave Captain Sim a shot too. I've never purchased Captain Sim's plane. Someone bought the 777 freighter for me back in the day when it first was on the market, and I flew it with the mod. And, you know, the plane actually was enjoyable with the mod. It was not the best by any means, and I still did not recommend anyone to buy it, even when I was flying it. But I still flew it to show you guys what it was like, so you didn't have to buy it and be disappointed. But it was enjoyable. But then once Captain Scam pulled all their other scams, like I said, no, enough's enough. I can't even fly it, even if it was enjoyable, and support their brand at all. When they started making everyone pay for the liveries, took the paint kits away, like, no, sorry. You're not gonna make me pay for your liveries when your plane already is ass. Yeah, I mean, Captain Sim was good back in the day, but it's not that Captain Sim is bad. It's just they lost their entire team. The only guy left from Captain Sim is the modeler, which is why you have great models and no flight dynamics. You know, it's the only guy left of the team, you know. But like I said, when they pulled that livery thing, that was just, nope. That was it for me. It's crazy how any builds comes out with E300 and nobody's streaming anymore. Well, we'll be streaming it again next weekend, don't you worry. Don't you worry, I plan on having a livery for that plane by then. For our own custom airline, 4 Aces, we'll have our own custom livery. That's the plan as of right now, so we will be flying the A300 again, don't you worry. But we can't fly it every day. Like, I gotta mix it up. I can't fly the same plane just every day, every week. We gotta mix it up. And like I said, we have enough options now that we can definitely mix it up and not keep flying the same thing. You know, you got 3 787s, you got the 737, 700, 800, 900, E190, 95, 70, 75. We have the A330, we have an A300, A321, A319. So, we definitely have a lot to mix it up now. Plus GA planes, plus some private jets that came out. You know, a Phenom 100, pretty good plane. A little slow to climb, but pretty good plane. Yeah, I mean, we streamed it for a good 2 weeks. Just imagine a 777, 4 to 5 options. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, same sentiment. Like I said, there's, you know, I didn't even throw in the A320 for complete. Forget about the A320, but we got the fly-by-wire, we got the Phoenix. And that BFR came out with the A320, but I'm not going to fly that when I got the Phoenix and the fly-by-wire ready. I'm not adding another A320. I'm not going to be flying the Any Builds A320. Like, we got enough A320s, but A300 flies so damn good. It does. I love the A300. Yeah. But even as like a content creator, like, you can't fly the same plane all the time, but that'd get boring. That'd get boring for the viewer, it'd get boring for me. You know, I almost rather like go to content creators and see every stream they're flying something different instead of, you know, instead of even flying it for like a whole week in a row or something. Like, for me too, if you mix up the planes often enough, then you don't forget how to fly them as much, right? If you're constantly switching between all the planes and you don't really forget how to fly them as much. Because, you know, once you fly one plane for like 2 weeks and you hop in another plane, you're like, oh crap, how do I fly this plane again? Yeah, it takes you like a day or so to get used to it again. Yeah, Phoenix gets a little. Yeah, Phoenix takes some use getting used to. I would agree on that. That's cool, Oscar. We had a minus 35 yesterday in the Boeing, though. All right. So 87 line, arriving and departing runways 20 left. Transition level is 8,000. Transition altitude 7,000. And we do have tower online. Alright, so we need to start descending rather quickly here. We're behind on our descent. So we're gonna go level change, bring out some speed brake. That is a little glitch in the plane. We are way behind because we've been over here talking and not flying. Yeah, we should have been descending almost instantly after reaching cruise, basically. Because right now we're supposed to be coming up between 10 and 9,000 feet, which obviously we are way above. Ladies and gentlemen, we've begun our descent into Rio de Janeiro. Please sit back, buckle your seatbelts, put your tray tables and seats in their upright lock position. Flight attendants coming through the cabin one more time to collect your trash. Please make sure you're thanking for their service. Thank you. Choosing Azul. We'll have you on the ground here in about 15 minutes into Rio. Sit back, relax, enjoy the rest of the flight. So, it's the only thing about not working VNAV. You got to make sure you pay attention to your flight, so you don't descend late like we are doing now. We are about 10,000 feet higher than what we should be at this current time. Luckily, there's no approach on, just tower, which we can go ahead and put in the standby down here. Tower is going to be 118.7. Put them in the standby. Put them in the standby. And this is going to be an RNAV approach as well. We got good clear skies though once we get down here below the clouds, so shouldn't be too bad on the way in. And then, of course, we're going auto brake high for this approach. Super short runway. Got to make sure we stop very quickly. And once we get past 7,000, 8,000? Was it 8,000? And once we get past 8,000, it'll be 1010 for the QNH. The AI generated announcements just per fly is a bit of a problem. Yeah, it depends on how much I guess you're really using it. You know, there may be ways to do like a subscription type thing instead of per flight, maybe down the road, but just based on how it's being used currently, there is not. Oof, there's a plane below us, which is going to be an issue. Let me look at SimAware here. Oh yeah, bunch of planes coming into Rio. We got 2 planes in front of us. Two planes in front of us that are probably at the right altitude.
Central traffic, Eagle 5518 over initial approach to Gelut.
I'm gonna vector us.
I will call Hill Tower 118.7 on final runway 20 left, Eagle 5518.
Vector us, slow us down here. We'll go down to 230. Vector us to get a little bit more time on that traffic to get in front of us. I think since I've got 4 subscription, I have 18 hours of credit in GPT. You can use it for free. Well, there you go. You can use that for free. Right, sending through the clouds here. So the show our outside temperature in this thing. Outside temperature, yeah, plus 12. Okay, we don't got to worry about any icing. It's summertime down here. Gonna get our lights on now. I'm gonna stop us at 6,000. Actually, should probably stop us. I'll stop us 6,500. Okay, so we're gonna go now. Flight plan, we're gonna go direct to RJ314. There we go, nav.
Navegação no MOL 5360, reduzindo para 2,25 de cada para cruzar.
So I don't have a checklist that I use currently. Right now there's only a checklist. You can make your own checklist, Oscar, in there for whatever you want. There's only a save checklist for an A320 currently. But you just make a config file. So you put in your information, you put in your API key, you put in your sim brief, and then you're going to download that config file so that way you can use that every time without having to put the information back in each time. Because every time you go to the website, you're going to have to re-put in your profile. So all you got to do is download the config file that you make by the information you put in there, and then reload it in, and it's all loaded back in for you. So there's not like a config file I can share with you, because then you would have my API key, and yeah, you have to use your own config file. But it's just basically the information you put in there and you save it. There's a button to export. Export config file. So once you have all the information you want, you just export it, and then you can name it whatever you want to name it and load it in. Sounds good, Oscar. Sounds good. For flight-io, no, there's no referral link for flight-io, other than just you know, you guys can comment on his page and subscribe to his YouTube channel. Comment on there. You can tell him where you know, saw it from or something like that if you wanted to do that. But yeah, no, it's like I said, completely free site except for the AI part. The AI announcements are the only non-free part. But everything else to use on the site is completely free. So yeah, the other planes went around the ILS the other direction. But the arrival it gave us didn't seem like that was an option. What do you mean complicated, Oscar, to set up for sync? Like, it's not connected to the simulator whatsoever. You're the one that's controlling, like, the announcements. Like, it should sync automatically to... It uses your sim brief, and then you're the one that's clicking on, like, arrival, departed, Boeing, landing, begin check-ins, you know, generate the flight crew. You click on the announcements when they're supposed to happen. It doesn't happen automatically. That is a feature that may come in the future. So he may have it, he has a way that he may be able to link it to the simulator, so that way it's kind of automatically updating based on your current status of flight. But that's not there yet. Yes, if you have your SimBrief ID in, so you're going to go to the little paper looking thing with the lines on it, and you'll click on there, load flight plan. When you click load flight plan, it downloads your SimBrief information, and you go to the little pencil one and make sure that, like, your scheduled boarding time is correct, make sure your departure time's all correct, put in your airline name, generate flight crew, make sure everything's filled in there, which it should automatically for the most part, except for airline name you have to put in, and you generate your flight crew. But you can always adjust the times you want for boarding and departure if you want to adjust those. And from there, then the announcements use all that information to do the announcements. And that's also where you get your, on the timings page is where you get the banner. Click the little options to show the flight banner, then you click on boarding, When you click on boarding, then the boarding process will start. Before you board, you want to do begin check-ins to get your passengers checked in before boarding, and then you board. Once you leave the gate, you go to departed. Once you land, you'll put on land. Once you arrive at the gate, you go to arrived, and then you can click deboarding. Yeah. So it's not all automated. It is stuff that you have to control for the time being. Sweet, sounds good. We'll be on the ground here shortly. So we just gotta be aware of the other traffic. We do have other traffic inbound for here. So we'll just have to be wary of that so we don't get there at the same time. So we do still have tower online. Information Delta now current. Ooh, now it's saying it's raining. What happened to our good visibility? Alright, looks like visibility is still good, it's just raining. View clouds 1500, 3500. Visibility is still greater than 10,000 meters. Just light rain. Okay. Light rain, so we're getting here before the bulk of the storm moves in then. Just from what it would seem. So that's good that we're getting here there before then. Alright, we're gonna go down to 5,500 here. So this approach is definitely going to be challenging when they don't have working VNAV. So this is not the ideal approach, but we're going to make it work. It's just going to be a lot of work for us coming down and manipulating, making sure we're not going too fast, too slow. Make sure our landing rate monitor is on, which it is. Cool. Survive. We should survive. Like I said, it's not like it's poor visibility or anything. It's going to be challenging, but I think we're up for the challenge. We do have winds at 11 knots. 11 knot crosswind coming into here. That's going to make it a little bit challenging. Winds are 180. So we're going to have a 20 knot, 20 degree crosswind. But we should be fine. Yeah, we could have took the more direct route in like the other planes, I guess, but that's all right. We'll roll with it. I mean, we are set for the RNAV, but if we get to a certain point in the RNAV and we got visual of the runway, we will take over and fly it in visually. Alright, we're going to start our path down to 2,500 here. I'm going to slow us down as well. Goes down to 220. Music sounds are going up. We're going to be concentrating on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and monitor tower here. Should actually go to our landing. Oh, actually, no, we didn't put in our landing information. Perf. Approach. There we go. Runway heading is 200. Temperature on the ground is 25. 180.11. And we're going to land flaps full here as well. So 130 will be landing speed. We're going to go flaps 1 here. Flaps 1, and let's actually go ahead to and contact tower. Slow down to 200 knots here.
Rio SBRJ 2973, contact. WebJet 2973.
2500.
Táxi aprovado, ponte espera da 20 direita. Via Pax Juliette, Alfa altímetro no 011.
Yeah, you can take off an A320 because you can land a 737 here. You can land a 737-800. It's hairy, but you can do it. And they do it in real life. Rio Tower Azul 4350 is on the RNAV Victor, runway 20 left.
Azul 4350, complete approach, RNP Victor, runway 20 left, 281011, report final.
Continue to approach RNAV Victor, will report on final for Azul 4350. Alright, altimeter is in.
Eagle 5504, solo aos 21, e ver à direita na Foxtrot, pode autorizar o cruzar 20 direita. Do outro
Oops,
lado,
that was already on.
táxi via Delta Juliette, posição 2.
Táxi via Delta Juliette, posição 2, para 5504.
5504, por gentileza, transponder em standby.
Just in time.
Grato.
Alright, let's bring our speed way down here. Ups 2.
Azul 450, Rio Tower.
Go ahead, Azul 4350.
Azul 450, report over Romeo Juliette. Romeo Juliette 241.
Report over Romeo Juliet 241. Alright, flaps full's coming out here. Tower Azul 4350 is over Romeo Juliet 241.
Azul 4350, runway 20 left, wind 200 degrees, 11 knots, 281011, clear to land.
20 left, clear to land, Azul 4350. A little bit of low visibility, but we got the airport in sight, so I think we'll be good.
1,000.
I think we'll be good. Alright, all throttles coming off though. And my throttles, my airplane. Alright, it's gonna be hairy. Here we go. Overshot the runway a little bit. Correct it here.
Diego 5504 para operações no solo. Frequência livre 122,8. Até logo, comandante.
122,8, graças ao pessoal.
There we go, no floaties.
Até logo.
100. 50. 40. 20. 10.
Go down. Goes down gently. Ooh, definitely firm.
Azul 450, ground at 27. vacate runway 20 left at Foxtrot taxiway.
Vacating at Foxtrot for Azul 4350 and clear to cross 20 right.
Azul 4050 after vacating, crossing runway 20 other side. Continue taxi via Delta Juliet, position 4 position.
Delta Juliet, position 4 for Zulu 4350. Alright, let's get our flaps up.
Azul 4050, transponder standby mode, please.
You're 5 inches shorter. It was a little firm, okay? It wasn't that bad. Okay, I wouldn't say that was back-breaking. But we were definitely firm and definitely down early, as we were not trying to run out of runway on that one, but I think you said stand 4, right? That's what he gave us. I mean, it's firm, but it's not like in danger of maintenance. It's in like the 5-6 territory. I mean, our G rating was only a 1.22. So 1.22 is not that bad. Alright, parking brake coming set. APU is on and available. Let's shut them down. Guess who's on the left? Nice. I did stop the engines. Just gotta wait for them to power down a little bit more, I guess.
Azul 4050, switch Unicorn to decimal 8. Good night.
Oh. Our engines didn't stop. Oh, it's because we didn't have an idle. No wonder they weren't stopping. They want an idle. There we go. Now we're powered down. I was wondering why. Oops.
Azul 4350, Rio Tower.
4350, go ahead.
4350, switch Unicorn to decimal 8. Good night.
Oh, Unicom makes straight TCA. Have a wonderful night. 4350. Are we there yet? We are here. We just landed. We just landed. Request boarding. We just arrived. GPU is connected. We can spool the APU off. There's our plane. We parked a little bit far, but that's alright. We have my air marshal. We're nice and straight though. Oof. Alright. Oh baby. Yeah, no, we pulled the engines just a little bit because we were coming in a little hot. So I pulled them a little bit early, which is probably what caused the -435. But G was only 1.22, so it was firm. But we're on the ground safely. Thanks to our duct tape holding the wheels together. It's fine. It's fine. Oh boy. Alright, we got Oscar next to us in the Latin A320. We're going to be getting on out of here, get our next flight ready to go. Looks like we got in here just before the thick of the storm was in here. So look, we had good visual into the airport. It's the Phoenix? Nice. Well, not Latin VFR, I meant LATAM Airways, your livery. Not Latin VFR, the plane, but LATAM. I said Latin, but LATAM. The new Max 9 duct tape. Ooh. Ooh. Shots fired. Ooh. Oh, I forgot we got a bug on this plane. Got to open that door before the deboarding starts. There you go. Then we can close it again. Alright, deboarding is started. I'm going to get the next flight ready to rock and roll here in a few minutes, guys, and we'll be ready to go. It might be in the model matching, Oscar, but model matching does not work to where it knows what exact livery you're using. Model matching is based on the iCal code of the airline. So if I like disconnect, reconnect, it could change the livery of the Latin to a different Latin that's in the model matching. But that's my understanding of how the model matching works, because I have my own models for our own virtual airline in there. And our 737-800 has like 4 different liveries, so it just depends on which one it shows when we load it, it chooses. When the world update comes out, we gotta do a community fly in my country, the DR. Hey, I'm down. I am down, sir. When's that coming out? It's supposed to be soon, right? I am definitely down. Does the Vision Jet have a shared cockpit? I haven't done shared cockpit in a long time. I wonder if it does or not. I don't have it saved in my toolbar, but... I thought I had it on my toolbar. I was blind. Yeah, it's not there. I'll have to check. I don't know if it has the capability of doing a shared cockpit or not. That'd be cool if it did. We could do a shared cockpit in the Vision Jet. But, alright. Edit flight. I'm gonna swap those. Our new flight number is that. Let's date our time. And we'll go 23:14. I can recalculate. Should be coming out within 2 weeks. They're updating the whole Caribbean. It will look amazing. Ooh, nice. We will definitely be planning to fly in the whole Caribbean then in the next 2 weeks. When that comes out, then we'll definitely get some flights in there, including we'll do a community fly in for the DR. I like that. That sounds wonderful to me. Cool. So flight plan's been updated. Let me update my charts. Let me update on Vatsim. We're gonna be now 1.03 and pre-file on network. Alright, bags are all coming off. That looks good. Alright, so that's all good to go. Let's go ahead and I'm going to reset that. And download a new flight plan on here. Let's see if this will work now. So that sounds good now. Definitely need a good update to the Caribbean. They need a South America one too. They haven't done South America yet. Hopefully South America is the next update after the Caribbean.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jody.
Weird that's not
Tower
working.
time 3918 with information Delta request IFR to Sao Paulo.
3918. Flight plan received. Ready for call.
Let's try this again here. Begin check-ins.
3918 red call. Channel 3918 Rio Tower.
Rio Tower, can we have that in a message please?
3918 flight plan received. Red call.
Ready to copy time 3918.
3918 clear to São Paulo, Sierra Bravo, Sierra Papá, by level 320 via AP Zulu 45, runway used for takeoff 20 left, Heavy Cox 1 Charlie departure, short transition, squawk 3641.
Alright, clear to Sao Paulo via the F1 Foxtrot departure, altitude 320, scope 3641, time 3918.
3918, pushback is correct, report value, pushback is startup.
We'll go time 3918.
Alright, let's get our stuff ready to go and we'll request our whatchamacallit as well.
Rio é o WebJet 29073, então com problema aqui de conexão, estou retornando aqui na remota 16.
Alright, let's go on our flight details here and we'll get rid of this one.
WebJet 2973, mantendo o plano de voo do comandante aí ativo.
Alright, that looks good there. Fuel looks good.
Agora vai executar pushback e acionamento. Se estiver pronto, chame pro tag.
20 left.
Puxa acionamento, tô pronto. WebJet 293, maná pra tag.
Manifest, let's send that all to the McDo.
WebJet 2973, só confirmando o transponder.
Alright, so let's put our SBRJ,
Afirmo 3631, Web 293.
SBSP, What's our flight number now? 4203. Yeah, I'm not sure what he asked. Not paying attention. Yeah, we'll send our flight plan request in there. Let's take a look here at the rest of our stuff and get this ready to go, and then we'll get our stuff here. So we're gonna be flying back at flight level 300, 30,000 feet on this one. So we'll put that there. Cruise winds on the way back 340.77. 340 at 77. Zero fuel weight, good, close enough. And fuel on board is 9754. That's good. Cool. All that's good. Go to the performance. Is this departure limit? Okay, that all looks good. So we got a perf takeoff data here. Runway heading is 200, I believe. Yeah, 200.
Web 2973 para TAC. Webjet 2973, TAC aprovado, com espera da 20 direita.
Winds are going to be 180 to 11.
Reporte correção, ajuda altímetro no 011. Autorizar táxi, plano de espera da 20 direita, via Juliette Alfa, altímetro 1011, Webjet 2973.
Alright, flaps 2, those are our speeds. Let's see what the tablet gave us. One's 34, 43, 31, 34, 43. 31, 34, and 143. Okay, cool, that's good. Let's go ahead and call up for our clearance here. Get my flight plan so I can look at it while he's telling it to me. Oh, forgot to open the damn rear door again for our boarding.
Passengers boarding starting.
May I get your clearance in Portuguese? I don't know how to speak Portuguese. I barely speak English. I barely speak English. Rio Tower, Azul 4203, request an IFR Sao Paulo, please.
Azul 4203. Roger.
Antonio Baldo, what's going on, man? I've flown to both these airport out. Ooh, that's pretty. That's awesome, man. How is it?
Azul 4203, go ahead.
4203, ready for IFR clearance, Sao Paulo.
Azul 4203, clear to São Paulo, Sierra Bravo, Sierra Papa, flight level 300, via Upper Zulu 45, runway used for takeoff 20 left, via Heavy Cox 1 Charlie, Echo Victor Kilo Oscar X-ray 1 Charlie, max short transition. Squawk 3632.
Cleared Sao Paulo, flight level 300, runway 20 left via the Evaco 1 Charlie Echo Victor Kilo Oscar 1 Charlie departure, knocks up transition, squawking 3632 Azul 4203.
Azul 4203, feedback is correct, report ready, pushback is startup.
Alright, we'll report for when we're ready, push and start Azul 4203. Alright, got our clearance.
Rio Web 2973, condições.
The 1 Charlie departure? Yes, 1 Charlie is what he's got
O
me on.
FSS 2973,
1
pista
Charlie.
20 esquerda,
Let's go brighter. Oh, it does go brighter.
autorizado o cruzamento da 20 direita.
Wonder I so dim. I'll go brighter on it. There we go. Alright, so flight plan has been received.
200 graus, 11 nós, altímetro 1011.
And we can activate that. You've flown to both. They're both awesome. I've actually flown in an A321 to Santos Dumont. It's pretty wild. Oof. So into this airport here, you've flown an A321 will land here? Holy smokes. That's insane. A321. We're going to have to try flying an A321 into here later and see how we do. That's insane. There's no room for error at this airport. Like, this is definitely one of the more dangerous airports to fly into, in my opinion. Like, the runway is just so small, and it's just water. I mean, at least it's water on both sides, so I guess if you do go off the runway, like, you're not going into a mountain or anything or off a cliff. But, I mean, it's a mini cliff into the water, but still not good. Like, there's no room for error here. Not even really the slightest. Alright, so departure out of here, runway 20 left. We're on the Edvok 1 Charlie departure, next up transition, and we'll execute that. Arrival back into Sao Paulo is planning for 17 right. A little more survivable, I guess. Flying A320 from TAM into 3. Damn. Well, you'll want to do flaps 2 departure, Oscar. Make sure you're on a flaps 2 departure. Full toga before you release the brakes, yes. And you should be fine. Alright, so that's good. Yeah, if you're super heavy, you might even want to do like a flaps 3 departure. But flaps 2 should be fine. Alright, so runway is 17 right. What approach do we want? Most likely the ILS in this plane for 17 right. Do we want Yankee or X-ray though? The weather into here, what's the weather like? It's still moderate VFR, but it still says good, but clouds are down to 900. So we'll definitely go ILS. I was going to do the RNAV circle to land, but we'll do ILS X-ray from Kamgu. And our arrival is the what's our star? Ogda 1 Alpha. Ogda 1 Alpha.
2973, fora do solo aos 5-1. Autocoordenação, frequência livre, 122,8. Tem bom voo, comandante, até a
Cool.
próxima.
Flight plan is in there. Our departure things here are good. That looks good. We just got our aircraft loading up and we'll be ready to go.
Pela paciência. Até a próxima.
Looks like the bags are already done. Bags are done. Close those doors. Got 114 passengers on this. So we got more passengers leaving here than when we landed with. So we're going to be a little heavier than we were when we landed. So that's always fun. Zicky Johns, what's going on? Minneapolis, Minnesota's here. What's going on? Welcome to Brazil. Welcome to Brazil. Get our seatbelt signs on here. We are ready to rock and roll. Let's put our speed 180 for departure. We can go ahead and look at our systems here. Hydraulics look good. Fuel looks good. Electrical. Yes, engine management. No limitations here in their engines. No faults. Cool. And system config and status. Everything looks good. Cool. Wait for you to push on Alaska. Alright, sounds good. We'll be ready to push here in just a few minutes. We'll depart early. But passengers are still coming on board. You can see them walking in with their head through the jetway. Once boarding is done, we'll get on out of here. We'll get on out of here before the storms really roll through. No, but this is definitely an airport that I have a goal of flying into one day to visit Brazil. Yeah, definitely a goal. One of the airports to fly into in real life. It'd be just insane. I'd be clenching my butt the whole time, but it would be insane. I don't even know how to describe what it would possibly be like in real life. Yeah, I clench my butt just in the simulator. I was clenching the whole time on arrival in the simulator and that because I was just like, oh, come on, don't put her in the water, don't put her in the water. That's all I kept saying in my head, don't put her in the water. Don't overshoot the runway. And clench the full body for takeoff. Yeah, these passengers right here don't know what they're in for. You guys in for a treat here to here. Look at her walking in here like she got no care in the world. Well, you about to care. They about to care. No, I didn't get no message. What do you say? Tea break. Even tower controllers have to pee. Get some fresh air. Oh, snaps. I just got a message now. SSR on standby, please. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know what SSR standby means. Does it mean my transponder, maybe? Anyone know what SSR on standby, please? I don't know. I replied, huh? Oh, I think he meant my transponder needed to go to standby. I switched it to standby and then back again. I think that's what he meant. Because I had it on the whole time. Alright, let's fire up our APU back. Fire this bad boy back up and let's get out of here. It's gonna get loud. It's gonna get loud for the APU. Fair warning. I like listening to her scream. Which plane is this? This is the FSS E190. FSS E190. Flight Sim Studios E190. Let's call up GSX, yeah. Tower Azul 4203 ready for push and start, stand for.
Azul 4203, push back and start up, approved tail left, report ready for taxi.
Push back approved tail left for report when ready for taxi, Azul 4203. Beacon's on. GSX is coming up.
3918 ready for push and start.
Disconnect from GPU.
3918. Push back is start up, approved tail left. Petition traffic Azul 4203. Keep Embraer 190. Push back start up. Roger, pushback approved and will caution for the Embraer beside us.
30,000 feet. Alright, beacon is on and brakes released. Alright, engines are cleared. We're clear to start at wheel. Starting engine numero 2.
Uh, 3918, rear tower. 10918, go ahead. 3918, wait a minute for pushback and start up. Roger, we'll wait for the Embraer behind us.
Brake is set. Cam, what's going on? Welcome aboard just in time for departure. Nice approach and landing. Appreciate it, Cam. There's definitely a firm one, but again, there's no room for error in Rio. Even in a small plane, there's not really any room for error. We got flaps 2 set. Our altimeter for departure is still 1011, which we have set. That looks good. Alright, we got 2 good starts. APU's off. This is the DC rear visual on steroids, right? There's some sick approaches into Rio, man. Definitely one of my favorite airports to fly into in Microsoft. I would say it's definitely in the top 5, probably. Tower Azul 4203, ready for taxi, 20 left.
Azul 43, correction. Azul 4203, tax approved to holding point runway 20 left via Juliet Alpha 281011.
Taxi holding point 20 left, Juliet Alpha, Azul 4203. Alright, we're good to go. We got our signal. That can come off. Lights are on. Let's do it. Let's get out of these guys' ways.
4203, Rio Tower.
Go ahead.
Confirm if you switch 3632 on your transponder, please.
Sorry about that. It should be 3632 now on the transponder for Azul 4203.
Azul 4203, thank you. Cessna 3918.
3918.
Go ahead. Installation approved. Tail left. Report ready for taxi.
Take off. Okay.
For taxi. 3918.
Alright, takeoff is okay. We are good for takeoff configuration, guys. Looking good. Yeah, it's definitely like DC rear visual and steroids. That's why I can't wait to get a Tobii eye tracker so I can actually move my head like this without using like a joystick for visual approaches. It'll be so much better once we can do that. Do I see you bouncing? I do not. I do not. Should our trim be? So trim to be 2.56.
Time 3918 ready for taxi.
3918. Taxi approved to holding point runway 20 left via Juliet Alpha 281011.
Taxi to the holding point 20 left via Juliet Alpha QNH1011. Time 3918.
Gas station right there. Tower Azul 4203, make sure we're good to cross runway 20, right?
Azul 4203, cross runway 20 right, the other side, line up, and take off runway 20 left, wind 200 degrees, 281011.
Alright, crossing 20 right, clear for takeoff 20 left for Azul 4203.
Flight 10 seats for departure, cleared to go.
Alright guys, we've been cleared for departure. Lights are coming on. Cabin's been notified. Clear right, clear left. Make sure we line up and use every inch of this runway. Alright friends, here we go. Let's do it. Spam them toga emojis. Engines are up, stabilized. And everything just come all the way up. Brakes released, here we go.
Tower 10 flight 3918 holding short runway 30 right.
Oh boy.
3918 cross runway 20 right. The other side. Line up and wait.
Ooh, just in
runway
time.
20 left. Line up and wait.
Here.
20 left for 3918.
Baby. Spicy. Sheesh, spicy. That's one. Baby. What a departure.
Azul 4203 airborne at 11. Sweet Unicorn 12.8, have good flight. See you next time.
Over to Unicom. Thanks for the TC. You have a wonderful night. We'll see you next time. Azul 4203.
Turn 39 correct. Turn 3918. Runway 20 left. Wind 200 degrees. 11 knots. QNH 1011. Clear for takeoff. 10 and 1 cleared for takeoff.
$100 feet to spare, Bomb Tech. That's right. Not very much to spare. Just enough room. So playing hand fly is really nice though. I like the way it hand flies, to be honest. Alright, 10,000 feet. Autopilot's coming on. We're looking good.
Turn 3918, airborne at 13, Suite Unicorn 122.8, have good flight. See you next time.
Over to Unicom 10918, thank you for your wonderful ATC.
You're welcome, sir.
Alright, chat, we're airborne. We're on the way. On the way to the promised land. Was that spicy? How'd you make it off the ground? Did you make it off the ground all right? You didn't run out of runway? Santos Dumont Ops, that's right, Crystal. We just flew in and out of Rio. Now we're on our way back to Sao Paulo. Yeah, we flew in and out of Rio today. Spicy. Spicy, spicy. Alright, standard pressure, lights coming off. Seatbelt signs off. Getting out of Brazil before all the storms roll in. Now we're flying back to Sao Paulo. Crazy climb performance? I mean, for us climbing, you mean? That's because we're climbing at just 250 knots. I could increase the speed. I wanted to increase our climb speed, so I didn't increase all the way to 280 knots yet. Was bomb tech on the ground too? You got off the ground in time though, Oscar? No worries. You were just in an A320 as well. Antonio was saying he flew there in an A321 in real life. Man, A321 getting out of there and in there, oof, my. Yeah, so we're on vertical or flight level change. Yeah, so we're on flight level change, which makes us go up based on our speed that we want. So the engines here are maxed out. Well, we don't have all throttle on. There we go. We'll lower down our speed a little bit. But yeah, so it climbs based on the speed we want. So now if I go to 280 knots, it will slow down our climb rate. Because the plane's going to increase now to 280 knots before it continues climbing. So yeah, the FMC takes a little bit of getting used to. It's definitely different. You know, it's not fully custom yet. I mean, they've been adding some more things. The first officer will automatically put in some of the numbers for you now. You can send it straight from here, from the tablet, just like kind of like the PMG, straight to the FMC. And you'll see the first officer will start putting in information for you. So they definitely made some good improvements on it. It imports the flight plan for you now from your sim brief. Like, you know, it's not totally default, but you know, it's manageable. Yeah, it's manageable. The only thing that's some of the going direct on some of like the approaches isn't that easy, but don't tell Canada flying these jets. He knows I fly them. He knows I like it. Like I said, I got nothing wrong with Canada's opinion on the E-jets. Like, it's his brand, it's his channel. He, you know, he likes to support a certain type of product, which is understandable. I mean, he gets paid, you know, to support good products. And but in my opinion, I think this is a good product. You know, it's still early alpha. You know, they've been very upfront with what to expect with this aircraft, unlike others that release an aircraft and say, here you go, full release, great aircraft, like, and then it just, you know, it's not flyable. They've been very upfront since the release of how it's being made, how it's flying. They're doing constant updates. I think it's rather fun to fly. As long as you know how to navigate without using VNav, like I said, it takes more hands-on work. But if you're not a lazy pilot, you should enjoy flying this aircraft. What do you do when AC tells you to go direct? Well, the direct still works. It's just on the star. Like on the actual star, it seems to, you can't go direct to a star waypoint, but everything else you can go direct to. But even the star, sometimes it does let us go direct to. Like, I did it before and it let me go direct on a star, so I don't know. It just kind of depends, but I mean, you can still go direct. I mean, you could go into heading mode, you could fly it, you know, with heading direct to a star. Like, it's not like you have to have LNAV to go direct to a waypoint, but for the most part you can go direct to most waypoints. But I mean, you could also tell ATC you need vectors and you can't go direct. Just, you know, tell them system won't let me go, you know, direct. I need vectors, and they can give you vectors. Like, it's not that difficult. It's ATC's job. One of my favorite shit talkers. Mr. Jones is a good shit talker. So yeah, this plane is definitely not for anyone that has to rely on autopilot to fly. If you have to rely on autopilot and VNav stuff to fly, then yeah, not the plane for you. Wait till the VNavs works. But if you know how to actually, you know, navigate, aviate, I think she's a lot of fun. I think she's a lot of fun. Mr. Hop Top, welcome aboard. Good to see you. What's my speed? Right now we're at 280 knots. We'll be kicking over 0.73. We'll be kicking over here, going a little bit faster as we get into cruise. We're 1,000 feet from 30,000 feet into cruise. And then we will we'll bump it up to about 7-8 in cruise. Oh, yeah, no, I saw his landing in Palm Springs was probably an illegal landing. Yeah, his landing was definitely a go-around landing, as he landed way too long on that runway. How long has this project been in development for? I don't know how long they've started development on it. It's been released as an early alpha for, what, a year now? About a year? I think they've had this out. Maybe a little less than a year. They started with the E170, 175. They just barely released the E190 and 195 over December. They barely released that version of it. Your new Orbx joystick comes Wednesday. Nice, Hop Top. Hope you enjoy. Landing was a floater. It was definitely a floater. I was watching it before we started stream. Alright, there we go. We're looking good now. I'm going to bump this up here to 7.8. We'll bump it up to 7.8. So I don't know what we're going to do for tomorrow's flight yet. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do for tomorrow's flight yet. We may do another flight in and out of Rio, maybe from a different airport. I don't know. Do you guys want to do Rio again tomorrow just because it's such a fun approach? Tomorrow's our last day in South America, so we got to figure out what we're going to do. It's either that or we could fly in Chile. Yeah, we could go down to Chile and fly in Chile. Santiago. We could fly to Santiago somewhere. So yeah, not sure what to do for tomorrow's flight yet. Either one longer flight or a couple flights. But we'll plan that after we end today's stream. We'll plan out tomorrow's flight. We may do some kind of after dark tonight. I don't know what yet. We may do some kind of after dark. I don't know what we're going to do if we do an after dark, but that's not entirely sure yet. Did you see Thrustmaster made Airbus joystick quadrant for Xbox? It wasn't compatible originally because it didn't have the... yes, I have the... They sent me the Xbox compatible version, so I have that, Crystal. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I have the newest Thrustmaster Captain Pack X. That is compatible with Xbox and PC. Alright, so we need to be 9,000 feet at SPO99. We're 118 miles out from the airport, so I don't think we really need to start descending it. Let me see if I put a fix in there if it'll give me the SP 099. No, well, let me put that in there. Now, what if I put in OG TAL? Nope. Okay, so that's not working yet. No quantities, all that's good. It's got VNAV data in here. Want to get it while playing Xbox on PC? Well, it's a lot cheaper on Xbox top. That's the reason why. Not everyone can afford a gaming computer, man. Gaming computers, we're talking, if you want a decent computer these days, at least $3 grand. You know, at least $3,000 for a decent gaming computer that makes sense to buy. Like, don't waste your money buying a $1,500 gaming computer that's going to be outdated, you know, fairly soon. Like, then it's just a waste of money. You want to buy something that's going to last you for at least 3 or 4 years. I mean, I've had my PC I bought $3,000 back in the beginning of 2020. I think I bought it, maybe 2019. It was whenever after Microsoft got released, before it came out. Well, definitely before I started streaming as well. So I think I bought it in 2019. You know, still going strong here, but going on 5 years later now. Have I really had this for 5 years now? Holy smokes. Maybe not 5 years, 4 years I probably had it. I think I got it at the very beginning of 2020. I think that's when I started streaming, but I got it when Yeah, because when I was doing X-Plane... Yeah, I got it for X-Plane, yeah. I don't even remember anymore. You're a laptop simmer? Nothing wrong with doing it on a laptop. I have a gaming laptop. I could do Microsoft on my laptop if I really wanted to. That's what we use for our other gaming setup when we do truck sim. That's on a laptop. Yeah, when we do truck sim and farm sim and some of our other games, like that's on the laptop. So yeah, nothing wrong with using the laptop. When you see us do other games in cruise, when we're doing fight sim and then we're doing something else in cruise, that's also on a laptop. Those games. So nothing wrong with that. Shoved me right down. Or slowed you right down, right? Yeah, no, we're not getting very fast on the ground speed. We're only... Just show my ground speed. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing 448 knots across the ground. Not too bad. For this little bird. Not too bad. But we are... Let's see... We're about 90 miles out from the airport here. We're going to start our descent here very shortly. And we'll go all the way down to 9,000 feet. That'll be our first part there. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go vertical speed. And we'll start our descent here. We'll start descending here about 2,000 feet per minute. Seatbelt signs coming back on.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your Captain Maverick speaking. We have started our descent into Sao Paulo this evening. Descending from 30,000 feet. We'll have you on the ground here in about 20 minutes or so. We'll be about 20 minutes early for our scheduled arrival into Sao Paulo. Current temperature in Sao Paulo is a lovely 68 degrees Fahrenheit with partly cloudy skies and good visibility. Some light winds coming out of the southeast. Should make for a rather smooth approach. Thank you for choosing Azul Brazilian Airlines. We welcome you aboard. Enjoy the rest of your flight.
I'm doing the ILS, yeah, X-ray 17 right. ILS X-ray 17 right is what we're doing. Before my upgrade to my PC, I had a cheapest CPU dual Intel Premium RX 58 250 drives. Fast forward 5 years later, now I have a 3060 GTX 1660 Super M.2. Nice. It's definitely an upgrade. But yeah, no, that's like I said, that's really why a lot of people are on Xbox, because it's just way cheaper than PC. You know what I mean? Way cheaper than PC, to be honest. So that is why. But you know, Flight Sim would not be, I think, where it's at today without the Xbox market. The Xbox market has really, that's really what's made Flight Sim on PC able to thrive, if we're being honest. There's many more users on the Xbox platform than there is on PC when it comes to Flight Sim. And that is why, you know, and that's why it is a huge reason to why Microsoft is just thriving. If it wasn't for Xbox, X-Plane would definitely be a lot closer, probably in popularity, to Microsoft. It still wouldn't beat Microsoft, but I like Will. He's coming here. Will's a nice guy, but I cringe. I cringe at the sight of flying this plane with a PlayStation controller on PC. Even on Xbox, I'd cringe with a controller because you can buy the hardware now for Xbox. You do not need to fly with a controller. Now, if you're doing this on the go, like at an airport with your laptop, like I could see, okay, you know, that they have that new controller that came out that's made for flight sim. Like, that's not that wouldn't be something bad to do for like on the go travel if you're traveling a lot for business in your hotel room and you don't want to bring all your flight hardware with you. But at the same time, the joystick and stuff from Thrustmaster really doesn't take up that much room. You could probably take that with you still. Like, it's not that hard. It'd be difficult to bring my yoke and my Bravo throttles with me on the go, but the Thrustmaster Airbus setup is rather compact. That you could definitely bring that with you. I've done it before, Mike. I have definitely fired up flight sim at the airport and done it before. I think there's a bug right now, Oscar. Mine we're not playing either. The developer is looking into it. He added something new and there might be a conflict from what I've seen. So he's looking into it. It definitely is not playing for me at the moment. It's going to be the AI passenger announcement, Hop Top. Yeah, they were working for me last night, but today they haven't worked yet. This is the first time it hasn't worked for me, but yeah. AI passenger announcements, it's on the program you see on the screen that I'm using, Hop Top, called flight-.io. That website is completely free to use. It's like a electronic flight bag for your flight sim. It's got weather information, charts, Vatsim data, all kinds of stuff on there you can use for free charts. The only thing that's not free is the AI announcements. That's done by ChatGPT AI, and that does cost money, but yeah, no, don't click too many times. If the blue thing appears and it looks like it's showing but doesn't do it, don't do it, because it's going to charge you each time you press it, even if it didn't read it out loud. So, but I do have a message into the developer, and he is looking into the issue. Like I said, this is a brand new website, brand new developer. This is an early beta stuff for the entire website and the program that we're using. Sounds good, Hop Top. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's got a lot of good information. If you don't have Navigraph, it comes with charts for the US only, at least right now, not in Europe, but the US comes with charts. It has weather for all over, integrated with Vatsim. It's got a VAT map. Very early stage beta bat map. But yeah. So, we are descending and looking good here. Let me make sure this is open and good to go as well. Okay, so I got replay on standby. We do have tower online where we're going right now. I'm going to put the tower frequency in standby. 127.125, 127.125. Is that right? No, 150. What am I doing? 150. Put that in the standby. While we're actually doing that too, we need to do our descent, landing init page. All right, so runway heading for arrival 169. 169. We'll put that in there. Temperature on the ground is 20 degrees Celsius. We'll put that in there. We're going to be landing just flaps 5 for this. No icing is on board. Winds on the ground are going to be 150 at 7. 150 at 7. Cool. Now we got our landing data in there. VRF speed is going to be 145. And swaying you on descent. Oof. Alright, we're descending nicely here. Could probably even shallow out our descent a little bit. .66 knot crosswind. Yeah, right now we're down to 19 knots now where we're at. Not too bad down here. Can you zoom in the MFD? Like the map? Or not map, you want main flight display right here, yeah. Alright, we're going to slow our speed down to 1,200 feet per minute. And we're going to slow our speed down to 240 here. 240. We'll get some spoilers out for that. Oh no, you did mean the map. Okay. You said main flight display. That's this. And then that's our map. But yeah, so they did integrate it now, so you can zoom in and out with your mouse wheel right here on this click spot. Mouse wheel. Or you can do it the way it's, you know, designed to do in the aircraft. You can use the knob down here to go in and out. But this is a lot more convenient up there on PC anyways. Real plane different, but... Alright, we're gonna go auto brake medium here, I guess. 6,100 feet. I mean, we can go all the way down the end. We'll go... auto brakes low. We can always step on the brakes when we need to. Maybe you're right. Maybe I have it backwards. But I could have swore this is the main flight display, which is the MFD. And then this is maybe the PFD, I think. I could have it backwards. I don't know. You're making me question myself. You home from work? Nice. You're gonna get a 150-gallon fish tank? Nice. That's cool. Alright, passing below 10,000 here for 9,000. Which is where we will hold for the meantime. Spoilers will come in. I gotta figure out where I want to fly. Nice. So yeah, tomorrow, I don't know where we're gonna fly, guys. You guys can leave me some suggestions in Discord. I don't know if maybe we do another flight into Rio, maybe with a different plane, and fly into Rio. Or we could fly from South America to somewhere in the Caribbean, maybe. We could do... I don't know, we could do South America to like the Cayman Islands, South America to like Jamaica. We could also fly to like Trinidad, Tobago. Or we could fly down in Chile. Could fly down in Chile, going down to like the southern tip or something. Yeah, I'm not sure quite what to do tomorrow, but we went to Colombia yesterday. Yeah, we flew from Santa Marta to Bogota and back is what we did yesterday. But we could fly maybe out of the Columbia Airport to Jamaica or something, if there's a real flight going there, or to the Cayman Islands, or I don't know. We could figure something out. But tomorrow will be the last day in South America, so. Can you confirm the Barrow callouts? What do you mean, Oscar? What our minimums are? Minimum is... The Barrow is 2790. Radio will be 200. So if you want to do radio... Yeah, radio would be 200. But the Barrow is 2,790. If you want to do the correct Barrow. Yeah, so the bold number, the number that's in bold, Oscar, is the Barrow. And then the other number that's in parentheses, the non-bold number, that's the radio. What is our actual altimeter down here? 1017, which we need to get set. 1017 is set. Cool, that's looking good. Get our lights back on here. Alright guys, let's get our sounds up. Music's down. We're going to focus in on our approach now to make sure we don't muck it up. So the other thing we can do too here is we go to preview and we need to set our ILS course, which is 169. 169, and then the frequency is 109.30. 109.30. 109.30. Yeah, we've Orbx medium. No, still going low. Undecisive on my landing brakes. We'll roll with that though. If you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button for me. It really does help promote our stream in the channel, and I do appreciate it, guys. Or subscribe button if you have not hit that subscribe button already. Not this weekend, but next weekend will be our February members only stream. Or next weekend. I'm looking to have a new truck emoji for Truckin' Tuesdays this weekend. This week, hopefully. That's the goal. I'm going to go down to 5,500 here in a minute. We're going to bring our speed down here to 210. Your flight mode and you should stay continuous all the time. I mean, it's not bad. Like, it's not going to make you crash. It's just going to wear out your igniters. And we'll go flight level change here down to 5,500. little speed brake out, help with that descent. And we do have our preview on for the IILS, which will activate once we turn final. Where is our plane going? Where are you doing? Doing some weird stuff here. Alright, let's go flaps 1 here as well. Alright, we're gonna go heading mode here. This plane's trying to turn us in early, which is not good. Alright, so when we turn in, we'll be on about a 8-mile final. Out on my tail? Yeah, we should be fine. Speed down to 180 here. We'll start turning in. Flaps 2. Sapalata Azul 4203 is turning final about 9 miles out, runway 17 right, ILS X-ray approach.
Azul 4203, good evening. Report you're stabilized on final runway 17 right.
Alright, we'll report when established, Azul 4203. Alright, flaps 3 is coming out. We're going to arm the localizer now as we go down to 4,700 feet. Alright, gears coming down. Flaps 4. Should capture. localizer's active. Cool. Tower Zulu 4203, we're established on the localizer, 17 right.
Azul 4203, clear to land runway 17 right, to wind 170 degrees 07 knots, KNH 1017.
17 right, clear to land Zulu 4203. Flaps 5 coming out. Final approach speed. That was 145. Glide slope initiated. Flaps 5 is good. Replay has been started. Replay started. Localizer capture is looking good. We are cleared to land. Runways inside. Airplane.
Tower, good evening, 10918, turning base. Turn 3918, good evening, sir.
Auto is mine.
Keep your approach, report stabilize on final runway 17 right, please. Will report, well stabilized.
Approaching minimums. 300. 2 minimums.
Continue.
100. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Ooh, that was firm. Goes down gently. That was definitely firm.
Auto brake.
Gotta get used to the callouts on this thing. We had nice smooth landings on the rest of our other ones.
Azul 4203, welcome to São Paulo. You're grounded at 2356. In your right, vacated on Juliet, Lima Mike, apron 3, gate 12, please.
Juliet Lima, Mike, apron 3, gate 1, gate 23 for Azul 4203. I think it was gate 23. Those callouts are what throw me off. I'm not getting all the callouts I'm used to. But on this plane, you want to start the flare at 30 feet, which is what we did not do. We didn't start the flare to like 10 feet. That's right. Still safe landing. Our G was only 1.18, but the landing rate was a little, I guess, concerning.
Tower time 3918 established, localizer.
Flaps are coming up. Let's get the APU fired up.
3918, clear to land runway 17 right, to wind 170 degrees 07 knots, KNH 1017. Clear to land, time 3918. Azul 4203, please check your transponder in standby mode, please.
Stand by, Azul 4203.
Thank you, sir.
That's weird. He doesn't want to squawk in mode Charlie go into the gate. That's right. So we're going apron 3, stand 2-3. There's going to be one of the ones on the side here, it looks like. Tower, that was stand 2-3 for Azul 4203, confirm.
Can you repeat, please, sir?
You gave us stand 2-3, correct?
Stand 1-2. Your front, Mike, taxiway, gate 1-2.
1-2, confirmed. Azul 4203. Is that a thing? I didn't know it had to do with liveries, Richard. Why would the callouts have to do with liveries? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, there was callouts. I just didn't have all the callouts. It went from 30 to 10. You know what I mean? But that's right. It was us flaring late anyways. You want to flare when it says 30. You want to cut your engines at 30 and flare on this plane. Looked like a good landing there from Oscar. That's 13-1-2 is next.
39182, welcome to São Paulo ground at 2359. Vacate on your right, India Lima Mike, apron 3, gate 11, please. Lima Mike, gate 11, 3918.
Let's get a parking brake on. Have themselves mess with some type of file. If you fly with us, create a livery. They won't do that. Huh. Gotcha. Oop, I don't know why that's still on start. But we have
Blue 4203, park it on gate 12. Switch your frequency to 22.8 Unicorn. Thanks for a flight in Brazil. Have a good weekend.
Alright, over to Unicom. Thanks for the ATC. Have a wonderful night. Azul 4203. See ya.
See ya.
Alright, engines are coming down. We request deboarding. Ready for deboarding. Deboarding requested.
Passengers deboarding starting.
All right, we made it, ladies and gentlemen, to Sao Paulo. Here comes Oscar. Not too bad on the parking job. Let's stop our recording. All right, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed those flights today from Sao Paulo to Rio de Janeiro and back. We survived. We did not die. A little bit firm on the landings both ways, but you know, that's all right. We survived. Oh, Oscar parked one gate too far. One gate too far in his beautiful Phoenix over there. We're on the E195. Again, shout out to the Vatsim controllers today, giving us some wonderful ATC in and out of our airports today. Let's get some I love Vatsims in chat if you got the emojis. Some great controlling today from our controllers. Always love that language there and trying to understand the international language. So we'll disconnect from Vatsim and we will get ready to view our replay here. No senior couldn't see the gates, got it. Well, you did not, you parked not too bad for not being able to see the gates, to be honest. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll reset the Kutal script. Yeah, I've got to take the plane mains. Hey, it wasn't that bad. Okay, we'll see on the replay, it wasn't that bad. Close up our doors. Close up them doors and we'll restart the engines. Yeah, wasn't that bad. Come on now. Give me a little bit more credit. wasn't our best, but wasn't our worst. Alright, here we go. Engine 2 spooling up. Bomb Tech, appreciate you, man. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Hopefully we'll see you for tomorrow's flight, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Not sure where we're going yet. I'm going to plan that after stream. If you want to leave suggestions, leave it in my Discord under the flight suggestion. I might take your flight and use it if I can't find any good ones myself. But tomorrow will be our last day down in South America. And then the following upcoming week, I don't know where we're going to fly yet for the next week. Maybe we'll fly some stuff in the Caribbean? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll go over to Asia, or maybe back in the States, I don't know yet. Another flight tonight? No flights tonight, Mike. We might do an after dark of something other than flight sim tonight, but I don't know that for sure yet. We gotta do some stuff around the house, got some chores and errands to do after stream here. So we might do some kind of after dark tonight, but we will be flying tomorrow. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. We'll be back flying in. I just don't know where in South America we're going to fly to yet. And then I don't know where we're going to be for the upcoming week yet. We may be back in the States. Yeah, we may be back in the States this upcoming week as we... Yeah, we might do some Mexico flying, maybe. Mexico and America. So Mexico and the States this weekend might be some of the flights we do. Central North America, I think, is what we'll be in. So Central North America. We plan on doing some cargo this upcoming weekend, next weekend, and the A300 again. No, that's not bad at all, Oscar. Not bad at all. Alright, there we go. Engines are stable. Let's get our flaps back down to 5. And then we can view our replay. Oh, and get all of our lights back on. One thing we haven't used in this plane yet is we never used the HUD yet. The HUD apparently works. We haven't used that yet. Just gonna wait for our flaps. See ya. Alright, let's do it.
80 knots.
Replay. We'll view the full wing view in first. It's for fun. I'll try to join more. Sounds good, Oscar. The more the merrier, man. We want to get some big conga lines going here We want to keep growing the Congo line, get more and more people fly along each time. That's the plan. The more people we get flying with us, the more likely we are to get ATC everywhere we go. Such a beautiful city approaches. It is. It is some good approaching scenery. Both here and in Rio. Imagine how much better it'll be once they actually do a world update for South America. Definitely firm. Definitely firm. I mean, our virtual airline only gave us a minus 297, so I don't know if that's a difference there with just this thing, but we definitely landed just a tad early. Definitely just a tad early. Let's go outside view here. You can see how close this building is to the approach path. Like, that's a dangerous building right there. If you got bad weather, just asking for disaster. Just asking for disaster. It wasn't that bad on the landing. We held the nose up. That came down softly. So it wasn't too bad on the landing. So at least it didn't look too bad. The building's a second to load back in. I mean, we had a nice flare just right before the captain bars. Not bad at all. I mean, we're on the center line good. Great on the center line. You know, we'll take it. That wasn't too bad. That was a doable landing. It was doable, guys. So. The buildings take a minute to load back in there. Appreciate all of you guys joining us. I thank all my moderators, members, donors, and subscribers. You guys are awesome. Make this a wonderful community we have built and channel. I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed flying in Rio. We'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon as we take a look at just a couple last replays here. Yeah, that was not bad at all. A little firm, but not too bad. We'll take that landing. We'll view one more replay in here from the normal GoPro view. I'll wind her back. City will load in. Who's that coming in?
Keep
Oscar.
up the good streams.
Oscar coming in with a $2 bomb. Appreciate you, Oscar. Thank you for flying along again, and for all you that joined today. Appreciate you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time for another live stream here, Microsoft down in South America. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Take care, guys. Mav is out. See ya.
Got the same